Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Jones and the New York Giants taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Buccaneer offense taking the field with all eyes in the stadium glued to their quarterback in season number 21. His first, of course, in Tampa, the great Tom Brady.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Tom Brady, of course, a member of the Bucs now, but it was these Giants who were his Super Bowl nemesis. Twice they were able to take down Brady's Pats in Super Bowls 42 and 46. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon.
Brady's pass.
7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Brady's back.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, they throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. But forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the left hash, this from 39. Gay's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 3, Giants 0.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo.
Jones pass.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And 3. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
And his throw here's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Jones to throw again. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he stopped immediately there.
Keyshawn Vaughn, the ball.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's third down and 10.
Throwing is Brady on third down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
Marcus Golden.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The passer defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now Jones sets up the screen to Lewis. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And here's Chandler Catanzaro now for the Giants field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
On the delay, Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Oh, man, come on.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Brady gives this one to Vaughn. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Buccaneers.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 3-3.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Jones pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And here's the number 2 overall selection in 2018, Saquon Barkley. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Back now comes Tampa Bay. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
First and 10. Here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Brady. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
He's now 2nd and 10 at the
throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, that's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Buccaneers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Free to throw again. Caught on the slant. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Giants' 2-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there, because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it is up.
Kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Giants 3. Bradley.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Evan Ingram works his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff, got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first down carry for Barkley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that one will be accepted. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, Barkley, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide, they want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing again on second down. Brady, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. And he finds Howard complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. From the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Jones on first down. Looking for... and got his man. Complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jones throwing on first down. Caught right side. It's Lewis.
Jones.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And
that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Lewis. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Dion Lewis, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete right around the 8.
For Giants.
1st down Giants. Jones to Ingram.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 3 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Vaughn. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Brady's pass.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and
Throwing again. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Vaughn. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Pickup of 2 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught.
Brady's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard line.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Brady, open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Matt Gay for the Buccaneers field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through.
It is good.
And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 13, Giants 10.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And New York set to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
To Dion Lewis. It's a gain of
one thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Now Jones on 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st.
Defense.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Third and 4.
On third down, Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
13-all.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and a yard.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd down, it's Vaughn. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. Brady now on first down. And he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. 3rd and 1
Second and 10. A gain of 11.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Blake Martinez, second in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
Brings up second.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Golden able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Gay's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 16, Giants 13.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
New York ready to go again offensively. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Jones pass.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
A gain of
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
43-yard line.
Able to shake him off. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Jones pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Now a dump off here complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Brandon,
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack on first down, Jones going underneath for Lewis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken a lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
wow.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The previous play is under review.
Zero now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Zero after the touchdown to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 20-16, 55 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge. I
like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game. So for the Giants, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4.